Did you know that Tesla actually uses Ford trucks for their service vehicles? I didn't know that, but I actually saw one. I was just driving the other day. And so I took the dash cam footage and then just check this out. This is a Ford, I believe it's an F250 with the Tesla tags on the back, and then eventually I'll pull up alongside of them, and then there's Tesla along the side, and that threw me off a little bit. Honestly, I was like, wait a second, because when you first see it, it's like, okay, there's a little Tesla tag, but when you're like, Tesla tags on a Ford, okay, somebody's playing a joke. No, it's actually a Tesla service vehicle is what it is. So I was curious. I looked it up because I've never seen one before. I didn't even know they did this, but apparently it is true. It's like I live in Colorado Springs, and so there is a Tesla service area there. And yeah, I looked it up, and let me read to you what this says. Tesla has been observed using Ford trucks such as the F250 and F350 primarily for their service fleet, as seen in instances where Tesla branded Ford trucks were spotted at Ford dealerships or used for service operations. And and here's what's interesting. This is actually very, very interesting. I have a F-150 Lightning, and now they don't have a Lightning that I know of. Maybe they do. It says the primary reasons for this are availability and reliability. Ford trucks, are particularly the F-Series, are widely available and reliable and well suited for heavy-duty tasks like towing and hauling, which are often required for the service operations. Cost and logistics. And so they're saying that maybe I don't know this for sure, but maybe Tesla has outsourced things to a third party, and the third party might have a service fleet. And then they're saying the other reason, this is a Grok. So this is actually, this is X's AI, X being owned by Elon Musk, who also owns Tesla. So like, we'll have to see if this seems pretty accurate. Some service tasks require diesel-powered trucks with higher towing capacities or specific configurations that Tesla Cybertrucks may not fully meet. But that is the interesting thing, is that like Tesla has their own Cybertruck that they advertise as a truck. By the way, I went and checked it out. No knock on anybody that owns them. I'm sure you love them and everything. I love my EV F-150 Lightning. But whenever like I went and checked one out, it just doesn't have the space in turn, like inside the cab, that the F-150 does, and the bed as well. So it's just it didn't seem as much like a truck as it did more like a larger SUV with a covered bed. So that's my opinion on it. But y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Put it in the comments. You're like, no, I love my, Cybertruck. It's the best. Whatever you want to say. You can argue with me if you want. I don't care. But I love my Lightning. It is a truck, and I've done tons of truck things with it. Strangely enough, I still have not towed with it. I have used the tow hitch for my bike rack, which I'm going to be putting another video out about, taking my bikes places, and that's a lot of fun, just getting out and enjoying the Lightning. But another thing they're saying, comparing it to the Cybertrucks, historically, before the Cybertruck's release, Tesla had no in-house pickup truck option, so using Ford trucks made sense, for their operational needs. But even after the Cybertruck's launch, Tesla may continue using Ford trucks in some cases due to fleet management contracts, or because Cybertruck's unique design and features may not be ideal for all the service scenarios, like the stainless steel body and high price point. So basically saying that Cybertrucks may not meet all the needs, and then the Ford F250s and F350s do. You know, in their credit, they're not actually purchasing Lightning, so they're not purchasing an F Series EV, but they're actually using, you know, regular Ford trucks. And I just got to think, I was like, oh my gosh, when I saw when I saw that. Some of you actually may have seen it too, so let me know if you've seen them around town. And yeah, I'm just like, I just thought, I was like, I gotta make a video about this because I've never seen that before, and it just threw me off. And I just thought, you know what? It just reminded me of, like, some people have complained about EVs. Some people have complained about gas vehicles or diesel vehicles. It just reminded me of essentially my philosophy with EVs or anything is that, or vehicles in general. Here's my philosophy with vehicles in general. You ready? Vehicles are tools. Like, you know, either to get you where you need to go to work, to actually do a task, to get out and enjoy. Some people just, you know, have, like, you know, go on a joyride or something, to just, you know, take on a road trip, whatever it may be. So they're tools. There's all different things that people use vehicles for, but to me, they're tools. So whatever tool, you know, is the best to do a particular task, you know, then, you know, use that tool. You know, can you hammer in a nail with the screwdriver? Yes, technically, you know, but it's going to take you a lot longer. So sometimes, you know, some tools, like, you have to make work and everything. And matter of fact, I'm going to be posting another video here soon. Actually, I had to take an emergency trip down to Texas to pick up some family members that were stuck, and then bring them back up here to Colorado. That's going to be on a future video, so be looking out for that. But, you know, my Lightning wasn't fully charged. I didn't have any planning, but it was the only vehicle that I had that would be able to fit everything that they had, and them and all their stuff. So I actually was like, all right, I'll bring it down. But there were some downsides. Waiting to charge, I needed to get there, but it took me longer. You know, it took me probably an extra hour and a half round trip as opposed to a gas vehicle. To me, like, I wish we had, I recently sold my Toyota Sienna. I wish we still had that, because I would have actually taken that. That would have been a better tool. It was fun. I like taking road trips in my Lightning, but that would have been a better tool for that particular task. So anyways, that is my, that's my spiel about, about vehicles or tools. So don't give EVs a hard time. Just use them for the right tool, you know, for the right task. They're tools for the right task. Like, for me, I love this. I mean, like, I save so much money instead of having a regular F-150 gas vehicle. Check out my 2-year review and you could see it. I've saved like almost $8,000 as opposed to not having to do a gas and maintenance. So in 2 years, that's pretty good. And so, but it's just an enjoyable truck to drive around town. It's enjoyable on a road trip, but to me, it's more enjoyable if you're able to plan a road trip out and then plan the stops, and it's not urgent to actually get to a place. If it's urgent, you actually get there, I'd recommend doing a gas or a diesel. And, you know, for towing, obviously, the gas or diesel may work better, although this thing tows like a dream from what I've heard, but you only get about 120 miles. Anyways, that's all my spiel on that. But I just wanted to get on here and just show you that little video. I'll show you here again if you want to see it. It's like, yeah, there it is right there at the end, like at the back of the truck. You can see that with the Tesla. And then when I pull up alongside, right there it is. It's Tesla. It's owned by Tesla, or maybe contracted through Tesla or something like that. So anyways, all right, well, thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments if you've seen those Tesla service trucks driving around. The Tesla Ford service trucks, or should I say Tesla service trucks. You know, basically the Tesla Ford, we'll just call them Tords. Vehicles just driving around. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.